with you throughout this whole entire tournament and wrapping it up here with the 2026 Single A Final. We had the Double A Final for 2025 and 2026. Started things off with a semifinal this morning. Team Minnesota took it for the 2025s and 2026 Double A. Wrapped up about 2 hours ago with a win from Hilltops over Kings, as now Commonwealth Kings Academy 26 and 27 takes on Team Maryland Lacrosse Club, just 2026s, so rising juniors only for Team Maryland, rising sophomores and rising juniors for Commonwealth Kings Academy as they start on the offensive end. Jimmy Hooks dodging from X, passes up, and the shot from Grayson Hodge finds the back of the net, one of the 2027s on this Commonwealth Kings team, and a 1-0 lead to start. Been a long weekend of lacrosse, and when I think of that, it always brings me back to shouting out the parents here and watching that send their kids to these tournaments or take them drive hundreds of miles. I was just talking to a dad of a 2029 True Michigan player and saying they drove 8 hours to be out here, and next weekend they're heading to another tournament on the East Coast. So much travel these parents do, and none of these players could do it without them. So a big shout out to all the parents of young lacrosse players as Connor Britton brings into the offensive end. And now Team Maryland has their first offensive possession. A 20-minute half to start, running clock. So 2 halves with a quick 5-minute halftime, sometimes a little faster, depending on how the officials want to go. This one of the final games, if not the final game here at the Pinnacle Lacrosse Championship, the last final. Vincent Downey passes it right back to 22 and white, Brendan Orr, out of the St. James School. Hesitation step, split dodge from Jack Hitchcock. He retreats back at X. Quick stick, shot. Bouncer saved by Andy Lyle. In goal to start for Commonwealth Kings as the centering pass doesn't connect. Vincent Downey now with it. Brennan Orr now gives it back for Downey. With the right hand, shot on the run. Misses the target, but corralled back at X. Another pass for a cutter off ball. Picked up by Bear Wheeler. Feed to Paul Coppedge. Doesn't connect. And Britton picks up another ground ball on the game. The ride from Commonwealth Kings effective. They take it back. Jimmy Hooks did a great job on that ride, as now Lane Rickey brings it in, and a touch from Humston gets picked off, and now Team Maryland can clear. In cage for them, Landon Kunkel out of St. John's Catholic. There's now numbers on the doorstep, wide open. Jackson Kierl makes it a 1-1 game, all tied up in the final. Facing off for Commonwealth Kings, Elliot Easter of Trinity High School. Facing off against a pole here, Nathan Kabula out of Wando High School, Wando in South Carolina. Offensive middies in for Team Maryland. Loading up the dodge from Bryce Mueller. Mueller down low, gets the angle cut off, misses the net. Kept in. Second shot, deflected in front. Out of the stick of Hayden Mueller. Backed up by Jack Hitchcock out of Westminster. Starts it from X. Taken down. Good defensive play from Will Hester. Gets it to his goalie in Lyle, and they can clear. And a missed pass gives it right back. Mueller fires. He scores. Team Maryland takes their first lead of the game, 2-1. So far in the 2026 and 2025, so juniors and seniors, we have a team from Minnesota getting the win. Hilltops, which is mostly upstate New York kids, but a few fill-ins from around the country, and now Maryland against the Commonwealth Kings. Kings take it away. Dean Hester down the middle. Good ball movement. And the finish from Jimmy Hooks evens things up at 2-2. Fast-paced game to start here in the 2026 Single A Final. Got to keep it close in these quick games with two 20-minute halves running clock. It can get away from you. And if you get down 5 or 6 goals, it's a small deficit in the sport of lacrosse, but with running clock and time not on your side makes it a lot more difficult. Picked up by Parker Ray at a Lexington Christian Academy. Moves it as King settles into the offense. Lane Rickey up top for Lincoln Rowland. Shot and a big save. 14 and white Kunkel makes the stop. Backed up by Team Maryland, so they get to keep possession, or take back possession, I should say. Now into the offensive end. For all the 2026s on the field, so all of Team Maryland and good amount of the Commonwealth Kings. Both sides with a big fall in front of them, as September 1st marks the day that a lot of offers and commitments will be made for the junior class for the sport of college lacrosse. Coming over the top. Brought down, ball goes free. Tracking it down was Brady Orlando. Goes out. Last touched by Team Maryland. Commonwealth Kings pick up. Lincoln Rowland. Through the midfield. Moves it. Cole Humston. Push it up top. Lane Rickey and now Braden Humston. Here's Humstead again. He fires. Backed up by Cole. Off-ball movement. Grayson Hodge open in front and a great feed makes it 3-2. Commonwealth Kings back on top. Both offenses looking dialed in right now. Chase Mogat out of Clarksburg High School in Maryland.
1, 2, 3, go! In this game, impacts aren't just expected, they're celebrated. That's why premier players choose Q-Collar, the proven shield for their brains. Be ready for the clash. Keep your head protected and in the game.
Weekend plans?
I'm going to Vegas, baby. You should come.
I'm grounded.
You're 32.
No, grounded like I can't fly.
Well, I'm a real ID, so I can board any domestic flight.
If you're flying in the U.S. or visiting a military base starting May 7th, 2025, you'll need a Kentucky Real ID driver's license or an ID that's Real ID compliant. Make a plan to get yours now. Go to realidky.com.
I gotta get out of here. Bye, I'll see you next week when I get back. Sorry you can't come with me.
Here's Ben Seeley. Skip pass for Cole Humpson. Tries to turn. Getting hammered on the defensive end. He gets brought down. Extremely physical here from Team Maryland, trying to get away from the double team. Finally, his stick's dislodged. Ball's still free. Ground ball picked up by 13 and White on the trail, and now a flag flies. And that's going against Commonwealth Kings. Might have thought that Team Maryland would have been a man down as Cole Humpson was getting hammered by two different players, but instead he gets called for the trip, and Commonwealth Kings will have to bring in their man down unit. Team Maryland with the advantage. Jackson Kierl starts with it up top. Gold the man up unit to get the defense on the move, make them have to switch. Shot from outside, soars over the cage. Curl gives it up for Hitchcock. Hitchcock's pass over to Vincent Downey, soars over his head in an unforced error for Team Maryland. Gives the ball back to Commonwealth Kings. With a man still in the box, they can kill this penalty. A high pass trickles out on Commonwealth Kings. They get it right back. Now even 6-on-6. Pass thrown away. A physical game we got here in the first half. Pass from Paul Coppage goes out the back of his stick and gives it right back to Team Maryland. A lot of turnovers happening just in this short span of the last 2 minutes. 3-2 Commonwealth Kings on top. 2026 Single A championship. Over for Hitchcock. He gets brought down, and now a flag flies, goes straight to the cage and misses his target. But now Team Maryland's going to go right back on the man advantage. Braden Humpston. Eleven in blue appears to be the one getting called. Now 6-on-5 again for Team Maryland. Trying to see if they can convert this time. Last time it was a pass over the head that ended the man advantage. Great rotation. Jump shot. They score. Brendan Orr ties things up 3-3. Back and forth we go. Still here in the first half of the Pinnacle Lacrosse Championship. Thanks for watching. If you've been following along all weekend here on U.S. Club Lacrosse, and if you're interested in turning your event into something like this, having games live streamed throughout the tournament or just the championships and playoff portions, contact admin at usclublax.org or contact us on any of our social media handles at US Club Lax and take your tournament up to the next level just like this. Commonwealth Kings with it coming the other way. Ben Seeley gets brought down, keeps possession. Cole Humston to the top of the key and into the cross of Dean Hester. Everyone getting to touch right now for Commonwealth Kings. Loading up the dodge, Grayson Hodge. Coming around X. Will Carmen. Back up top for Hester. Hester trying to get underneath. Frees up the left hand. Bouncer stopped by Kunkel. Pulled out. Connor Brighton trying to get through. Gets it to Kunkel to safety of the crease. And the outlet pass connects. But Owen Hall slips on this turf that's been slick this entire time. And a hit on Ben Seeley. Stops play, but don't believe I saw a flag. But it does look like a man down unit is in for Team Maryland. So a penalty was given on that hit. In the box, Jasiri Bulati. First man advantage we've seen from Commonwealth Kings Academy. 2026 and 2027 team. Braden Humston moves it. Great ball movement so far. Lane Rickey down low. Good stick from Connor Brighton. Knocks it down and picked up by Andrew Thomas. Outlet connects and Team Maryland over the midfield line can play some keep away and kill the penalty. And a shot. Team Maryland takes the first lead of the game. Makes it 4-3. Strings good couple possessions of offense, and now even 6-on-6 as Team Maryland gets the man down goal. Second one we've actually seen this weekend. Man up units statistically haven't been too effective at the Pinnacle Lacrosse Championship. Go cross, wide open in front. Will Carmen, point blank finish. One-on-one with Kunkel and back even 4-4. Coming into the tail end of this first half. Face off, one back by Elliott Easter. Commonwealth Kings take it back. Parker Ray Passes into the box for the touch. Chase up Church. Sends it through X for Carmen. Carmen back for Ray. Time and room, Ray. Popcorn for Landon Kunkel. Outlet. Stolen away, Grayson Hodge. Carmen with the shot. Fires wide, backed up by Team Maryland. They take over possession. Team Maryland waiting to get a ball. This tie game. One thing with club tournaments is the end line balls often get stolen just from people walking by, and then also shots just going rogue and onto other fields. And when you're at the end of a 2-day tournament, at the end of the day, you run out of end line balls. Commonwealth Kings chucking it down, 10 seconds left. Kunkel picks it up. And a whistle. That'll be the end of the first half. 2 20-minute running clock halves, one down, and we're all even in the 2026 Single A final between Team Maryland and the Commonwealth Kings. We'll have the finish after a quick break here at the Pinnacle Lacrosse Championship. Welcome back to the Pinnacle Lacrosse Championship, our final game here on U.S. Club Lacrosse on YouTube, the 2026 Single A final between Team Maryland 2026 and Commonwealth Kings Academy 26-27. Right now, all even, tied up 4-4. Facing off, Chase Mogat against Elliot Easter. Easter has been really good at the faceoff dot today, but there the wing play gets involved, picked up by Owen Hall. Very evenly matched game so far. Vincent Downey with it for Team Maryland as the offensive mids come in. Brendan Orr now gives it right back to Downey. Downey sends it down the left lane. Rolls back into the alley. Here's Orr. Orr steps into the shot. Will Hart now in cage for Commonwealth Kings. Goalie out of Frederick Douglass. No change in goal for Team Maryland. Landon Kunkel still stands tall in the cage. Whistle called against Commonwealth Kings. A quick foul. Restart. Was in the twig of Jackson Carroll. Now working it way all the way around to Hitchcock. In front. Looking for Curl again, but Brendan Orr grabs it up top. Vincent Downey now comes to the top of the key. Has the short stick matchup. Takes it to the right. Now operating back through X. Splits two. Skip pass. Step down shot saved by Hart. Hart, big presence in the cage, takes up a lot of it. Also athletic with some quick movements. Makes a good goalie. Grayson Hodge point blank and stopped by the other keeper, Landon Kunkel. Logan Humphrey tries to pass one up on the clear. Does not connect and gives it right back to the Commonwealth Kings. Bringing it in, Andrew Thomas. 2 flags come out. And it's too many men and offsides. Curl came over. There's 3 flags on the field now, so a second penalty came for Team Maryland when Curl came over. Cole Humston pulling around, now Bear Wheeler. Wheeler moves it, Hester, and now Parker Ray. Jimmy Hooks goes in, shot over, kept in. Now finally hits the ground, and Team Maryland will figure out the penalties assessed. So it should be 6-on-4. Trying to figure out what's happening next. So Curl is in the box for going over the midfield line. There was 3 flags. 2 of them came at the same time, and then a 1 delayed flag. So it is 6-on-4. So a 2-man advantage for Commonwealth Kings. Moving it around. Lane Rickey through Humston, Braden Humston, and passing back and forth with Cole. Low shot. Kunkel with the stop. Has to get it over the midfield line. Passes to his pole. Logan Humphrey brings it over, gets hit out of bounds. Commonwealth Kings takes it back. They have to retreat back in to man down defense. They're going to sub their poles. As now the penalties release back even. 6-on-6 once again. Commonwealth Kings couldn't get a man-up goal. Cole Humston through Grayson Hodge and back up top. Carmen for Braden Humston. Trying to quick stick. Kunkel corrals it in front of the crease, and now a chance to clear. Bote. Gets it to Owen Hall, and Owen Hall now for Jack Hitchcock. Hitchcock has it poked out. Good defensive play by Nathan Smith. Smith takes over possession. Wins the one-on-one battle there. Still even at 4-4. Team Maryland happy I can say that after having to go 6-on-4 for 30 seconds. Cole Humston out of the box and there for the outlet pass from Will Hart. Here's Cole Humston. Humston gets topside above goal line extended and puts it home. Commonwealth Kings Academy takes the lead. A 1-goal lead once again for Commonwealth Kings. Now Team Maryland Let's try and answer again. Landon Hofkesang. The pull on the faceoff against Elliott Easter. Trying to slow him down. He wins it straight back, but doesn't scoop it. And coming away with it, Drake McGrath was there. He gets brought down. Now free in front, still a ground ball as it drifts into the corner. Goes out. White ball. So Team Maryland can get the O-mids in. Hayden Muller. Guarded by Sam Hash. Keeps him in front in a bobbled ball by Drake McGrath. Back behind, last touched by Blue. McGrath keeps it for Team Maryland. McGrath sends it up top. Saved by Will Hart. Makes his second since entering the game. Has the outlet with Parker Ray, who brings it over the midfield line. Gets it to Graham Foster as they await the offensive midfield to come in. Jimmy Hooks with the dodge on goal line extended, gets in front. Voda low through the wickets, makes it 6-4, 2-goal lead for Commonwealth Kings. And a timeout will be taken. Commonwealth Kings right now leading the way here in the 2026 Single A final. Final game will be broadcasting here on US Club Lacrosse on YouTube. 10 games over the past 2 days. Shout out to our whole crew that's been here since bright and early Saturday morning. And finishing it up with 3 straight finals starting at 11:20 a.m. Then we had the 12:10 game of the 2026 AA final, and now the final game, 2026 Single A. Wrap up the timeout and back to the face-off X, where Elliott Easter is back against Chase Mogat. Wins it back easily for Ben Seeley. Trots into the offensive end, and Commonwealth Kings trying to stack on this lead as Lincoln Rowland comes in from the box. Through Bear Wheeler and back through the attack. Jimmy Hooks now. Rolling for Seeley. Seeley goes to the right side against the short stick. Moves it once. Wheeler off the head of Kunkel makes the save. Hooks is going to take it from the corner. Waiting to get a ball from his teammate. Like I said, end line balls are almost non-existent towards the end of the day. It's Grayson Hodge. Hodge out for Seeley. Throws a hitch. Decides to pass it off. Wheeler over for Carmen. Back for Wheeler. Now Seeley on the other side. Hooks has the offense hung up all alone at X. Rowland gets his own misstep as he picks up the ground ball. Now he's got a short stick through X. Gets pulled out. Carmen now again. He re-engages, frees up his hands, fires wide. Hooks up top. Carmen steps down. Six to 4 here in the second half. Commonwealth Kings with the lead and the ball. Here's Rowland. Coming around, Ben Seeley. Off the field now. Carmen was up top, and the shot soars wide out of the twig of Dean Hester. Here's Hester getting the pass from Hooks. Bobbles it for a moment, but gets it right back. Hester has a short stick. Gets it up top for Bear Wheeler. Wheeler back for Hester and right back. Hooks now. Inverted, now up top from attack. Will Carmen shoots across the middle. Zips past the cage. Bouncing up, Hester keeps it. Commonwealth Kings dominating the possession game here in the second half, controlling the pace right now. Jimmy Hooks moves it. Carmen has had a few shots. Scurries away from pressure. Hester for Carmen takes another shot. Doesn't find the mark. Hester for Hooks. Very long possession right now for Commonwealth Kings. Team Maryland's defense has to be tired. Over for Carmen. Back for Hester. Tries to spin past the short stick. Can't do it. Moves for Cole Humston. Humston for Rowland. Rowland fires high. Was off the mark, but Kunkel was there anyways to make the save. Team Maryland nearly got it back, but the backup given to Commonwealth Kings. Hooks trying to get above, has to pass to Humston. Hester splits. Sidearm rip, soars wide again. And the great thing for Commonwealth Kings is that with the running clock, this chips away at a lot of time. Not allowing Team Maryland to chip away at the 2-goal lead. Currently held by the Kings. Pass inside, free on the ground. Popped up. No one knows where it is. Now it's tracked down. Still a free ground ball and pulled up and out by Nathan Kabula. Outlet pass right on the mark from Kunkel. Owen Hall gets it, and Team Maryland finally back with it. What a check by Sam Hash. Puts it right back down. Commonwealth Kings taking it the other way. Andrew Spellman passes to the middle. Landon Davis picks it up, gets to the offensive midfield, and gets off the field as the short stick defensive midfield roll. Now back through Jimmy Hooks at X. Braden Humston with it, passes to his brother Cole. Braden, the lone 28 on this team, playing up. Flag comes out as 7 men for Team Maryland. Second time they've had this penalty. It's now Cole Humston, moves it through X, hooks over for Braden Humston. Humston can't get the shot off. Now takes it out to reset for Commonwealth Kings. Pass in front. Quick stick off the post. A good look from Humston to find Parker Ray, but doesn't connect. Or the pass connects, but the scoring play doesn't fully click. So here's Braden Humston. Gets it to Cole, back for Braden. Now up top, Lane Rickey. Commonwealth Kings soaking up so much time. And in front, bouncing it home, Lane Rickey. Adding on to that lead, now 7-4, Commonwealth Kings. Commonwealth Kings continue to dominate at the face-off X. Those simple things you got to do right. If you win the face-offs, win the ground ball battle, and clear the ball well, you're most likely going to win the game. Big save from Landon Kunkel. Point-blank stop on Cole Humston. Is now Team Maryland. Gets it to the offensive end, but the pass off the top of the stick of Jackson Carroll and gives it right back to Commonwealth Kings. And it seemed like they've had the ball almost this whole entire second half. Got to get it across midfield. Time starting to wind down. Pass over for Ben Seeley. Perfectly done numbers for Commonwealth Kings, but slowing it down. Chase Upchurch. Back up for Seeley. It's the Kings in no rush. And time winds down. And Commonwealth Kings Academy 2026-27 gets the win over Team Maryland and wins 2026 Single A here at the Pinnacle Lacrosse Championship. Congratulations to Commonwealth Kings Academy and to Team Maryland for making it this far, and all the teams that competed this weekend at every level from 2029 all the way up to the seniors at 2025. Great effort and a fun event here at the Pinnacle Lacrosse Championship. We thank you for listening on US Club Lacrosse here on YouTube and sticking with us all through, watching some great club lacrosse and some future college lacrosse stars. I'm Nick Kloss saying so long for our entire fantastic crew here from Boyd's, Maryland. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your weekend.